Good morning. Today we're going to be doing lesson 312. We are going to use the scale at the left in the map from the student reference book to draw a dot to show the amount of precipitation for each of the following cities: Los Angeles, Chicago, Oklahoma City, and Mobile. Write the name to the city next to the dot. So if you look at the picture on the slides, it shows a picture of the following cities. So, Los Alamos has 5.1 centimeters. Chicago has 8.2 centimeters. Oklahoma City has 10.3 centimeters. And Mobile has 12.9 centimeters. Now, we are going to figure out where they go on the map. When we look at this, we see it starts all the way down here. And Los Alamos had 5.1 centimeters. So we are going to put our dot right here. I'm going to put LA beside it for short. Now let's go back and look. Chicago got 8.2 centimeters. We're going to put it right 2 places above the 8. 1, 2. So right about there. Put CH for Chicago. Let's scroll back up. Oklahoma City got 10.3. So we find the 10 and we go up 1, 2, 3 places. That's where Oklahoma City goes. And now we have Mobile, and it is 12.9. So we find the 12 and count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. Put it right there on, oh, whoops, got it on 13 too much. There we go. I'm going to put an M by it for short. Alright, so this is what yours should look like. You should have these points marked just like this. Now let's go to our next screen. So they're going to ask us which part of the country has the most rainfall in September. So let's look back at the map. Let's pull it up and look at the map. Which one has the most rainfall? Which part of the country? So we see New Orleans has 12.6, Mobile has 12.9, Tampa has 16, Jackson has 20.8. So if we look here at the compass, we see that the southeast gets the most rain, which is Jacksonville, Tampa, Mobile, and New Orleans. So right over here by Jacksonville. parts of the country have the least? So let's go back. Okay. So it looks to me like San Diego, Salt Lake City, and Los Alamos have the less amount of rain, which would be the west and the southwest. Which city gets about 5 centimeters less precipitation than Mobile? Gets about 12.9. And if we need to take 5 away from 12 to figure out how much that is. So let's do 12.9 minus 5. It's important to remember that we put a decimal place and a 0 to fill in the spots so that we know we're getting our decimal point in the right places. So 9 minus 0 is 9. We bring down our decimal point. It looks like we can't take away 5 from 2, so we got to borrow. 12 minus 5 is 7. So let's look and see which city has about 7.9. Well, I'm looking on my map here, and I see that Indianapolis has about 7.9. Go back. So I'm going to write Indianapolis. All right, let's go to our third screen. Okay, which city gets about half as much precipitation as Oklahoma City, which is about 10.3. So half of 10 would be about 5. So let's look and see for a city that has about 5. I'm looking on my map, and it looks like Los Alamos has about 5.1 centimeters in. Los Alamos. Which city gets about 3 times as much precipitation as Salt Lake City? So Salt Lake City gets about 3.1. So 3.1 is really close to 3. So let's see. We know we want 3 times as much, so that tells us we need to multiply. So 3 times 3 is about 9. So we're looking for a city that gets around 9 centimeters of precipitation. So it looks like we have Topeka and Birmingham, but we want it to be around 9. So 9.3 is closer to 9 than 9.9 is. That Birmingham's closer to 10. So we see that Topeka would be the closest one. All right. We're looking to see which city gets about 2 times as precipitation as Oklahoma City. So let's go back and look at Oklahoma City. They get about 10.3, and if we round that, it goes about to 10. So what's 10? And we know that we need to take 10 times 2 because they're asking how many times as much. So if we do 10 times 2, we get 20. So we're looking for a city that's around 20. And if we look at our map, we can see that Jacksonville gets about 20.